As a young man, your 20s are the most crucial years of your life. If you do not get these skills down, or at least 3 out of 6 of these skills, then you will crumble in life. And you will be far behind the competition than any other man who will have the family that you have, who will be with the wife that you want to be with. That woman that you always dream of, yeah, she's texting back that guy who's putting in far more work in his life than you are in yours. So this is something that you need to watch. Listen up, bro. These are 6 skills every man must have in life. So many men go through life just purposeless, dead, they just don't look like themselves, just pure drones of society, and they live every single day previous to the last one. If you don't want to be like that and you want to break away from the 99% of absolute losers and you want to be the top 1% of man, then you need to listen out very quickly. So the first one is fighting. If you're a young man, you have got to get in, not just to a gym, but to a fighting gym. Learn kickboxing and learn boxing. Those are the only 2 skills I would recommend that actually implement into real life. In case you get into a bit of conflict in real life where you have to throw hands with somebody and you have to throw down. If you know boxing or you know kickboxing, those are 2 skills that implement very, very well into real life. Jiu-jitsu and Brazilian Jiu-jitsu you can do afterwards for like a bit of fun, but they're more competition based, whereas Brazilian Jiu-jitsu and stuff like that there will not help you in a fight, because if you're up against multiple fellas, then you're in trouble, because Brazilian Jiu-jitsu is only good for one-on-one fighting, whereas boxing and kickboxing is good for taking down multiple men. And it can also make you very, very confident in a way where you just don't take shit from people, because you know you could put them to that, you could put them down. So learn how to fight, guys. If you guys don't know how to fight, or you want to start, go on Google right now and type in fighting gyms or boxing gyms or kickboxing near me, right? And it will ask you for your location, and you just say okay, and then it will show you all the local places that do kickboxing and boxing. Grab yourself by the balls and go and register yourself for one of them. The second one is sales. Sales is possibly the best thing for a young man to learn if you want to make a lot of money, because if you learn how to get good at sales, you can go into pretty much any job in sales and you can get paid an absolute shit ton of cash. This is how, as a young man, you can get 5 to 10 grand a month, even more. Because if you learn how to do online sales or car sales or anything like that, it's one of the best jobs you can do if you have absolutely zero knowledge of sales at all. Go into sales, dive heavily into that. Learn a lot about sales and how to become a good salesman, because it's a skill that will benefit you. It's a skill that will make sure you're guaranteed never to be broke again in your entire life. It's something I'm learning to do myself, and it's an incredibly crucial skill, because like I said, if you learn how to sell things to people really, really well, in real life, you can pretty much get any job when it comes to sales. Third thing is body language. How many of your friends and people you look around you, and maybe even yourself, walk around the town or walk around in public with hunched over shoulders and an arched back, and you just look weak? You look stupid, and you look unattractive to women and pretty much anybody in life. If you're a young man, learn good body language. I'm going to teach you a really good tip right now to actually get a really good posture. Put yourself right up against a wall like this here, press yourself right back like that, and hold it. Hold it for about a minute, 2 or 3 minutes, depending on how long you can go for, and do that in 3 sets. Do that maybe, like I said, this takes you about 10 minutes to do. Do it every single morning before you go to work or go to school or whatever, and you will see the difference in your posture just like that. Learn to have good body language, because it's something that whenever you meet somebody, and when it comes to first impressions, you can really give people a high amount of respect for you just by meeting them, just by them meeting you. So make sure you learn good body language. When you walk, one of the best tips I can give you just before we go on to the next one about how to have good body language is really sort of like over-exaggerate your body language in a way. Like, put your shoulders back and put yourself as straight as possible. It looks very uncomfortable, but if you walk with a certain level of fluidity, a certain level of good posture, your body language, like I said, can tell a lot about you. And like I said, posture is the first thing that can help with that. Maintain a very good posture as you walk. And whenever you're shaking someone's hand, look them dead in the eye. Whenever you're walking, always have yourself at eye level. Do not stop looking down, stop looking anywhere. Just like I said, if you feel awkward, then this is something obviously you're not good at, and so practice it. Body language is so crucial. So the next thing, bro, is you need to learn how to manage yourself under stress. How many times have you woke up in the morning, not even in the morning, but just genuinely throughout your whole day, you're stressed you're pissed off, the smallest things, the smallest things just trigger you and set you off. What sort of man are you? Because if you're ever in a situation where people depend on you, you're gonna crumble. And like I said, if you're somebody who wants to be at the very top, the top 1% man, you're going to find yourself in a lot of stressful positions in your life. Not just with your job, but with family, friends, anything, any situation you get yourself into. If your car breaks down or whatever, like, you're going to find yourself in some very stressful situations. So what's the number one thing that can help you with this? It's meditation. Anyone who's watched my previous videos will know this, and I subscribe to me. Meditate. Meditate is the number one skill in life that will completely destroy depression. It will destroy your depression. It will make you happier in life, and it will make you a force to be reckoned with as a man. Because as a man, nothing can faze you. You can separate the bad thoughts from the good. So learn how to meditate. There's so much more about meditation. That's just a very brief overview of what meditation is. Learn to meditate, bro. Number 5 is discipline. Discipline is the foundation of your success. If you're not disciplined, you're not going to succeed in life. Simple. Discipline is the thing that's going to hold everything up together. You need to be disciplined. How can you be disciplined, can you ask? Simple. Set a morning routine, okay? So whenever you wake up in the morning, just write down what time you want to wake up in the morning at. Doesn't have to be super early, but just write down what time you want to wake up in the morning at. Set your tasks for the day. Don't overwhelm yourself if you've never done this before. So only write down maybe 2 or 3 tasks that seem pretty easy for you to do, like brush your teeth, make your bed, and go for a walk. Or meditate, go for a walk, and I don't know, brush your teeth or have a shower, cold shower even. Once you start learning to follow things by the script that you write down, that just makes you more disciplined. It's doing the hard work when you don't feel like it. Whenever you wake up in the morning and you do stuff and you follow like a certain timetable for yourself over and over and over again every single day, and you start adding things onto it, and it becomes fun and it becomes enjoyable, that makes you a disciplined man. That's how you build discipline. It's just follow a schedule. Write down a schedule for yourself and work within that time zone. Now, discipline also comes along with things like not eating junk food and stuff like that there. That also comes into discipline. The first thing I would just recommend though is just follow a certain like timetable. You know, in school, whenever you had a timetable, write your ass at the goddamn timetable and follow that. You should know to not eat junk food and stop jacking off. I have other tips to stop doing those things in my previous videos, so go ahead and watch those if you do struggle with that, and that will help you in your disciplined journey to become more of a disciplined man. The final and 6th thing is learn to drive, not just a car, but learn to drive multiple transports. Hear me out. Let's say you're in a situation, there's going to be situations in life where you're going to be in another country, you're not going to be able to drive a car, and you want to get around the place, or you want to be able to have a good means of transport. You can learn to ride a bike or drive a bike. You can have a motorcycle license. If I were you and I was a young man, and you already first of all, get your driver's license. If you're 18 and you don't have your driver's license, or if you're in your 20s and you still haven't learned how to drive, bro, it doesn't matter if you have a car or not, it doesn't matter. You need to have a driver's license. It saves so much time in your life. I know there's people who can say this, it saves money not having a car and all that there. I understand that. But if you're somebody who wants to go to the gym and all this other stuff, it just saves so much time. You know, and if you meet a girl, or if you have friends, people just have respect, like that little bit of respect for you because you drive. And it just shows you how low the bar is set nowadays in terms of competition for young men. Whenever, like I said, people have respect for you just for simply having a driver's license. I'm being dead serious. That's how low we are right now in life. So have a driver's license. If the more licenses you can have, you want to aim to be somewhat like Tom Cruise, if you know what he has. Tom Cruise basically has a driver's license, he has a pilot's license, he has a boat license, he has a license for a motorcycle. Like, this guy, you can throw him anywhere in the world with absolutely nothing and put a vehicle beside him and he will know how to drive it. You have got to know to be that flexible. It makes you flexible, it makes you dependable, and it makes you competent. Most importantly, it makes you a competent man. Once you are with a group of friends or a group of people and you're out there in the world where there's a vehicle that no one else knows how to drive, you're the man who steps up and you know how to drive it, and that just makes people so impressed. These 6 things will massively destroy your competition. You'll be like a Lamborghini in a cycling race. Everyone else is cycling on their little bikes and you're just going 150 mile an hour in a Lamborghini, 200 mile an hour driving past them. If you have these 6 skills, this is genuinely the trajectory of your life. You will destroy every and any competition you have. Follow these for the rest of your life. Don't waste your time looking back. We're not going that way.